Hey guys, G-John here. We're going to talk about one more butterfly flaw that is very common in age group and all the way up into national level butterflies, and it's having too tight and too rigid of a mid and upper back. This prevents getting that huge undulation starting from that upper chest, working all the way down the chain to the legs. This times you can still see good butterfly kickers get away with this, is that they really are dominant in their legs, but to really get that full undulation, you see a whole motion coming from the mid back, working all the way down to that lower extremity. If you look at any great underwater fly kick, you see that it's not just their hips or their lumbar spine down that's moving, it's all the way coming up from the upper chest, upper back to get that motion going on. So one way to assess if they have proper length and all this muscles is do a forward bend. Have your swimmer come down, touch their toes, you stand behind them and see if they're actually getting motion in this mid and upper back. Sometimes they'll just be hinging straight from the hips, showing that they have good hamstring length, but hey, what about this mid upper back? They're getting good motion there. You should also have them lean back, going like this way, seeing if they get any motion in that mid and upper back, and I bet you oftentimes they won't. They may say, oh, I got some hip flexor tightness, but that's another issue that you guys know how to treat now. So, how are you going to address this issue of someone that only uses their legs and doesn't get much motion from their mid back? So this is mainly a muscle length issue, and you need to improve some of the mobility in the mid and upper back. So you can do some tennis ball rolling in that mid back, some foam rolling, really trying to open things up. But you also have to strengthen around there. There's a lot of muscles that attach up here, and the very important ones are the shoulder complex. All the upward rotators of the scapula and scapular stabilizers. So working at the lower trap, the mid trap, the serratus anterior, all these muscles are important to strengthen, just so when your swimmer has that strength and stability of this joint, you can move through the right range when you improve that length, because oftentimes these swimmers have that really defined trapezius, but sometimes the upper trap is more dominant than the lower trap, and can even lead to injuries. That's another issue. So making sure they have that proper strength in those little periscapular muscles, proving the muscle length and the joint flexibility of that mid back, upper back. I mean, think about all the swimmers you see that come in that are walking around like this. They're sitting at a computer. This is more common in swimming than I think any other sport, because you're always working these pecs and lats here, and that gets these muscles tight, gets you in this position. See a lot of kyphosis, a lot of rounded back, so make sure you're really opening up that mid back for butterfly technique, but I think that constitutes the all streamlining strokes as well. So every stroke, every swimmer can improve from it, improving that mid and upper back mobility. And lastly, it's just that muscle timing, the timing between the back extensors and the abdominals. So doing some sort of motions when you're moving forward and backward, getting this range is also very important to improve and transition into the full later on. So just wrapping up here, you need to improve the muscle length of these deep rotators and all these muscles around the upper back to help free up the motion. You need to improve the strength of the periscapular muscles just so you can actually have that range. And lastly, you need to improve the timing between the muscles in the front and the back of your axial part of your body, so you can improve that timing moving from one transition to another and optimize it into the pool. Alright, G-John.